Welcome everybody to Cup with GUP on this Thursday, August 5th, 2021. We're going to talk a little PGA ownership review, hit on the 2021-2022 schedule release, the highlights there, then talk a little bit NFL Hall of Fame preseason kickoff game tonight with the Steelers and my Cowboys. As I've said all week, use the code NFL, get 25% off any package. I recommend the full site as you can try out the Green Machine Lineup Optimizer and all the NFL tools as we start rolling those out here in the next couple weeks. All of that includes a 7-day free trial. I'll be announcing some giveaways we're going to do. This promo goes through Monday Night Football on September 13th. Prices will go up September 14th. If you're a current sub and you want to upgrade, reach out to me. I will get you your GC loyalty code to get you a discount on upgrading to full site. So all upgrades and new members between August 1st and September 13th will get tossed into the giveaways that I will start announcing next week. Rate and review us on iTunes. We will be doing giveaways like we do for the majors, specifically for everybody that has given us a rating and a review. We'll do that during the NFL kickoff week. That whole week as we get pumped up for week one. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave in the comments of this your favorite play tonight in the NFL Hall of Fame preseason game for DraftKings. PGA ownership review, my projections were pretty good. So I strive for 90% on a normal event or higher, R squared number. And then 80 to 85% is what I look for in a limited, no cut, limited field event, or sometimes like the Masters. But for like these where it's one or two things can just swing ownership dramatically. If I can hit that 85% number, I like it. I was 83.2% R squared for this week. So pretty satisfied overall. Probably my biggest takeaways, Berger being the highest wasn't shocking. Him being that much higher than everybody else was a little bit. I had him around 22%. He came in 27. English being high didn't surprise me. I was a little light on him there, but nothing crazy. Xander and Rory, I knew they would be low, and I had them as, I think, my two lowest in the 10K range. I had them 11 and 12%. They came in 7 and 8. So, I mean, I think a lot of people, went to the Brooks, Spieth, Morikawa, and then dropped down. Berger was obviously high owned. DJ was okay. He was just 15%. That's about where I had him as well. It was less than 1% off on him. But I didn't think they'd be that low. But it seems like more people, once they flocked to the guys that they wanted, they went straight to Berger, maybe even started lineups with Berger, causing Rory and Schauffele to be a lot lower than what I anticipated. Willie Z, I bumped him down in the week because I felt with nothing coming out about him, maybe most people would just pass on him. I had him 7%. He came in at 12. 12 is about, if he had no injury concerns or anything, that's about where I thought he would be. 11 to 13, somewhere in that range. But I bumped him down because with us not getting any clarity, I thought a lot of people would just say, I'm not going to take that risk in a no-cut event. Outside of that, pretty much, as expected. I'm doing this in the middle of the golf right now. Herman and English, both -6. English putter is absolutely on fire on the front nine as he made the turn 7 under with a 28, I believe. We'll see if he puts out some kind of ridiculously low number for the day. And on the back nine, Sloan and Michael Thomas, early leads over at the Barracuda. That is Stableford scoring if you want to go check out that leaderboard as well. Next week, we have the Wyndham Championship where Jim Herman, who is leading now or tied for the lead now, looks to defend his title from last year. Some 2021, 2022 highlights. Season begins September 16th. There's 48 events. Ryder Cup is September 24th through the 26th. CJ Cup will stay in Vegas again this year, but Zozo is going back to Japan. Only 2 WGC events this year. The St. Jude, which is what's going on this week, will move to be the first week of the playoffs next year. And then there's 3 co-sanction events with the Euro Tour. So basically all that means is if players play in it, it counts, their points earned there counts towards the PGA FedEx Cup and the Euro Race to Dubai deal. So those events are the Barbasol Championship, the Barracuda Championship, and the Genesis Scottish Open. The majors next year, obviously, Masters will remain at Augusta forever. I guess not forever, but I'd say forever. The PGA Championship was moved to Southern Hills here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Obviously excited for that. Looking forward to being on site that week. The U.S. Open will be at the Country Club in Brookline, Massachusetts. The Open will be at St. Andrews and is the 150th anniversary of that event, so that'll be pretty special as well. NFL Hall of Fame game tonight, Cowboys Steelers. DraftKings tossed out a little $200K pot, 50 to first for the big MME this week. There's several other contests as well, but that's kind of the big, eye candy one. Notes for me, speaking of eye candy, avoid the eye candy names for the most part. Most won't play enough or any at all. I spoke with Berger a little bit earlier, trading notes. So your Zeke's, Juju, I don't even think CD may not even play. Maybe they get a series or two. So those kind of guys, just in general, you want to avoid them. I'd be near Twitter, or if you're a premium member in the GC Warrior Room Slack channel, the last 30 minutes before kickoff or so, any kind of last minute news could be beneficial or advantageous for us. The NFL is not required to list active and inactive players like they are for the regular season. So, being on Twitter, checking guys, checking your pool, all that kind of stuff. Those last 30 minutes can be huge. Only quarterback I'd consider for captain, I think that may in general sometimes gets popular, is probably Dobbs. And that's if you assume he gets 1.5 quarters or so. I think some may project him for 1 quarter. He may get closer to 2. Hard to see how that plays out for sure. But if you're doing a lot of MMEs, I don't hate him at captain in some, but he probably would be the only quarterback. I wouldn't be afraid to have 2 quarterbacks in the same lineup either, even from the same team. Probably somewhat low scoring in these type of games, so it's not out of realm to have a Dobbs and, Haskins in the same lineup. You're just trying to get as many points as you can get. Defenses are certainly in play as well. If you're not familiar with preseason, everyone is priced the same. So there is no leaving salary on the board or anything like that. All your lineups are going to be the exact same salary. It's more about putting the puzzle pieces together. We do have the Captain Showdown mode live on the Green Machine, so you can go in there and start building. I'm sure between me, Bobby, and others, we will have some chatter in Slack going all afternoon in the premium member GC Warrior Room if you want to go over there and check that out. Good time to join now for free. Again, if you don't like us in 7 days for whatever reason, I think our value is as good as anybody in the industry for what we charge. You'll like it. But if you don't, you can always cancel. You never get charged. So no risk. It'd be nice 7 days because if you'll get the preseason tonight. As far as us talking about it, no official articles or anything, but enough chatter in there to keep your eyes on. All football going on this weekend, and then you'll get the Wyndham next week, which will be a pretty good tournament for golf. Have it fully covered like we always do. So I'm looking forward to all that. So good week to give us a try out if you want to go ahead and do that. A couple plays I like tonight before we wrap it up here. I like McFarland, Rico Dow, Jaquan Hardy. These are all running backs. I think Najee could be the only quote-unquote eye candy I like. I don't know how much he plays. I think he's always capable of busting one. So that is attractive to me, but I really want to try to, is it worth, if he's going to be high owned, just fading him? That'll be a probably internal debate that I go through as we get through the next few hours before kickoff tonight. Wide receivers, Anthony Johnson, Busey, Malik Turner is one of my favorite plays tonight. I like him a lot. I think, like I said, I think both defenses are in play, and I think you could captain both. My favorite to captain, if I was going to do it, would probably be the Steelers, just because they pressure the quarterback well, could get some turnovers, get a fumble, scoop and score type of deal. So that's something to think about as well. Quarterbacks, I think you can play, talked about potentially captaining Dobbs, Haskins could be there. Dallas, I'm still kind of trying to decipher where I go there throughout the afternoon. But there's some running back, wide receiver plays for y'all to get going. Be back tomorrow. We'll deep dive into some more football stuff, update on golf, so on and so forth. But wanted to get this out on a little showdown tonight and review ownership. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow. You guys have a blessed day and enjoy some football tonight. Real live NFL. Looking forward to it. Thank you. Good night.